coming down the aisle segment. Where each week we have a special guest and a special watch along. Dig it. And this week we got the leader of the Machoverse. Yeah, freak out. Nobody freak out, but freak out because he's staring at the telescope. What's up, dude?
Oh, yeah, staring in the video scope.
Videoscope, yeah, not telescope, my bad.
Oh, the telescope, video scope. Look into a video scope to find out if space is the place. Oh, yeah. Hanging out at my place in Malibu. Yeah, that's a lie. Yeah, New York. Good to see you.
What's up, dude? Of course, great cosplayer. You do great work, great content. And the mannerisms are spot on.
Appreciate that. If I don't have the voice, I could still do all this stuff. Yeah, voice is the hardest part. Actually, the hardest part is probably tying the bandana. I'm getting used to that. Right now I'm growing my hair out, so I don't have to rely on a wig anymore and be compared to.
Oh, damn!
Yeah,
we're going full gimmick here. So if you're listening to this on the regular feed, you can actually also watch the interview. We're gonna do a little special deal here because you got to see the mannerisms also to hear them too. So
right. Yeah.
So just real quick, tell everybody about what you do with the Machoverse, how it got started, and all that good stuff.
So yeah, I'm full-time. I'm a teacher. Got the summer off right now, so it started off lifelong Macho Man fan, but not nearly close to the super fan I've become.
Nice.
I dressed up like Macho Man a few times for Halloween. We had character day in school, dressed up as him there. Went to Burning Man in 2019. My wife, I married a costume designer. Lucky
perfect.
To do that. Yeah.
Perfect.
So she made a Macho Man type costume for me with a giant gold robe or cape that I wore in the desert. It was awesome. Yeah. So I moved to New York City, and I thought of an idea. Oh, man. Halloween, I'm going to be Macho Man, right? Matcha tea, green tea, Macho Man. My friend, he designed a T-shirt, the classic sunglasses shirt, but instead of him pointing, I think, he's holding a cup of tea. It says
nice.
Macho Man, same letters. Started wearing that to AEW and WWE events, had a green wig. It was just a one-character thing. A buddy of a buddy saw me at an Impact pay-per-view and said, hey, man, Moon Knight is a really big Disney show right now. They're about to have the season finale. I want your friend to be Macho Man in a parody called Macho Night. So we filmed that. I had the Burning Man Macho Man clothes. Yeah. Saw the pictures, saw the video, and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Told my wife, there's a Comic-Con coming up in Brooklyn. Please make me the madness thing, right? It wasn't as complex as it was now, but she made me the pants with the stars on it, cut the sleeves on the shirt. I had some basic sunglasses I got off like Amazon, and I had like a, not a real bandana, but I had the skull cap. Did that. It was a big hit. Since then, I've been doing more and more stuff, studying promos, learning the mannerisms, practicing the voice. And here we are about a year and maybe 3 months later, man. It's blown up.
That's awesome. Yeah. And what's great about it is your creativity. So I was just watching. I was messaging this today too, but some of your creativity. Your most recent video, you're in front of like a buffet. You go, "Give me these Slim Jims."
Yeah. So what I do basically, I go to wrestling events and I walk around as Macho Man. And I go to different conventions, and then people will say, hey, let's film a video. So I'm walking to New York City as Macho Man. I was in the Subway Mania Rumble as Macho Man.
Right.
Yeah. My principal supports it, man.
That's great.
I try to keep it clean, too. So before, it was just, man, getting footage and improvising all the time. And it got to a point where I'm like, damn, I got some good ideas. I'm going to start writing ideas. So I started doing sketches where Macho Man's a teacher, Macho Man's a baseball coach for high school. And it's really been taken off from there. So now when I go places, I'll get a good idea. And then I'm like, oh, let me do that again, film this. So the one where I'm walking up to the buffet and I'm like, you got any Slim Jims here? Like, yeah, that was good. I hand to my camera. Can you film this? The best stuff never gets caught on camera. I try to plan. My friend Mike, who does Dusty Roads, is all.
Oh yeah, I've had Mike on before too.
Oh, very good. Yeah, very good. I call him Toilet. Yeah, great guy. So Mike was a big inspiration for me. I saw him at the first show I dressed up for. The first thing was the New York City Halloween Parade. But the first AEW show I went to and dressed up, I ran into him and I'm like, so you do this at every show? And he goes, yeah, man, it's awesome. Then him and I met up to see the Last Match musical. It's a wrestling rock musical.
Oh yeah.
Going on tour soon. My wife's a designer. Shout out to her.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Him and I went there, and he's like, from then on, he's like, I'm expected to dress up everywhere I go now. You know what I mean? Because there it is.
Yeah.
He's been my best macho, my wrestling cosplay best friend. I got a couple, but yeah, it's definitely inspiring to see that.
Yeah, without a doubt. And wrestling cosplay I've dabbled in it. But and it's been Macho actually.
Man.
I when I had a Halloween costume where actually my mom made the costume. Got it with the fringes on the thing on the underneath the
nice.
Arm. And I just remember one night I just was drinking it with my buddies, and I was like, I'm gonna put it on. This is what I'm gonna wear tonight. It wasn't Halloween. It was. I think it might have been like WrestleMania weekend. I was like, hey, you know what? WrestleMania's tomorrow.
Oh.
we're gonna
Halloween in college, man. I'm spray painting a blue hat. I'm like, I'm stapling on the fringes to a suit jacket. I got a Salvation Army. Now my wife's like, professional costume designer.
Right.
Like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I'm like, you sure you don't have to see the video again? But also shout out to Brandon Savage, another big inspiration of mine. He was on Dark Side of the Ring.
Yep.
Out in Tennessee. So since then, right? So a year ago, Brandon was like, yeah, we should do Instagram Live, you and I as Macho Men. So I said, what if it was like 4 of us? So I started reaching out to other Macho Men cosplayers on Instagram. And at this point now, I think we have a group of 15 guys in this group chat. All Macho Men cosplayers. You got New York. You got Long Island. This guy, Peter, who was the first Macho Man impersonator cosplayer from the 80s and 90s. EMT.
Oh, wow.
Made all his own stuff. You got people out in California. A guy that's like basically the weed Macho Man. There's 3 or 4 guys in Canada. A guy in Tampa, Arizona, Ohio. It's wild, man. It's like Macho Man support.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you kind of inspire me here. I might
have to join the Macho.
You're an accent. Your impression's very good. Yeah.
Thanks, brother. Yeah.
A lot easier to do if I don't have to shout. Once I start yelling, though, it kind of fades in and out.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to keep it up, and because I've tried it to maintain it, and it's my voice ends up dying at the end of it.
The guy Keith that you saw me in the videos with today, he does amazing impression, but his voice is very low. That's how you got to do it. So whenever I edit videos and he's in it, I take that clip and I increase the sound by like 200% just for his voice.
Yeah. Dan Soder has probably the greatest voice of all time. That's who I try to mimic a little bit, but it's so freaking good.
I'm still waiting to get his attention, man. I haven't yet. Frank Caliendo. No Will Sasso either yet.
Oh, damn. Frank Caliendo, huh? That's good.
Yeah, man. It was when they were doing the trend of the lip syncing cup of coffee in the big time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. Like you're good, so for sure. But let's go back, a little bit. Before your first wrestling memory, it might be the same thing. But what's your first Macho memory?
My first what?
Macho memory.
Getting bit by the snake. I was scared of snakes my whole life because of that. Yeah. That and Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. Yeah, him getting bit by the snake. That was it. And also a random clip on WCW when he said to someone, he's like, "You're a very stupid person." Yeah. So most of my stuff was WCW Macho Man.
Oh yeah, it's very underrated. Very, 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 very underrated. I saw one the other day. He goes,
"I've got OCD. One cool dude.
Yeah. And she understands the way I think right now, and everything's cool. Everything's copacetic, and she's happy, and I'm happy too. Yeah. Threw that one the other day. I just got back from a convention. Jay Lethal was dropping those, and I was like, "Hey man, what are your tips for the impression?" He's like, "Yours is really good, man. I'm gonna tell you." I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah, it is. No, I mean it's and shout out to Jay Lethal, of course.
Definitely great
guy. Machismo. And that's so great that he happened to be there, as Black Machismo for that. It was a Comic-Con or just a wrestling convention?
It was Wrestle Bash, the wrestling convention.
Wrestling convention,
It did a Super Royal Rumble, all this talent. But he was one of the reasons I went. I'm like, he's dressed up as Macho Man. I have to go. I was so excited to see him. Likewise, man. We shot a few videos. I'm going to post this week.
Cool.
Awesome stuff with the 3 of us Macho Men.
And another thing that y'all did too this weekend that I loved, you and Mike were with Diamond Dallas Page, which are
yeah.
the two of his biggest influences.
Yes, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. I got to see him. I got to see RVD. DDP spent like 5 minutes hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I do DDP yoga also, so I try to drop some references. I stayed up so late the night before in my head, thinking what I'm going to say to these guys as Macho Man. And when I get up there, I'm just like Billy Gunn. I go up to him and I'm like, he wants to lick him. Yeah, he likes to stick him. He's an ass man. Yeah, Billy, I got 2 words for you. Ooh, yeah. He gave me the blankest stare.
Oh, man. That's good.
Yeah, so I guess
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I gotta get
but keep cool. Doing it. Keep doing it.
Them so
yeah, keep doing it. You know, sometimes like I think it catches people off guard a little bit.
The best compliment I've got so far was from Eric Bischoff.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, "Man, you're Macho Man." It chills down my spine. I was like, "Oh,
damn."
Took a video of me and Mike
if anybody that knows it, that's him. And then Mike does a great Dusty as well too. Yeah,
we're going to WrestleMania together. We have an apartment. It's going to be awesome.
You might see the old J-Bone up there. Good chance.
Oh, like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can sell a kidney to get those tickets.
Might have to sell the botch collection. Yeah.
Mike and I were involved in a rock concert wrestling brawl segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago. My elbow's still healing. It turned out being like, this band comes on with this guy, Kevin Kenny. It's called Big Trash. He's an MTV VJ. Yes, they still have music videos, barely. He comes on. He calls us legends to the stage. So it's me, Chris Diaz, who's Iron Sheik. He's a lawyer, great Sheik, and Dusty. We go to the stage. I'm throwing out Slim Jims. All of a sudden, the bloodline comes out. We botched our entire plan, but the Roman Reigns gets on stage. The Usos are in the crowd in the front, yelling at the band, yelling at us. I jump off, do an axe handle to them. We start brawling. It's an absolute disaster, but I don't think the crowd knew. They were so into it while the music played. At the end, I blame us all. But anyway, so Roman Reigns, right? I'm elbow dropping him at the end. So the cue is I get on stage. When I get on stage, the Usos double super kick Roman, not throw you guys in the bus, all right? I screwed up too. They don't do it. They stood there. And I got Sonny Kiss going like, jump, 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 right, randomly there.
Wow.
So I got this crazy crowd rock show. I jump up as high as I can. Elbow. Roman's sitting up, waiting for a double, Seth Rollins kick sort of thing. I elbow drop him. My elbow misses. I jump as high as I could off of a rock stage. Hits the concrete. I don't feel it. Go for the pin. Get up. Immediately start bleeding on Dusty. He's still got a blood stain on his boot.
Oh, no.
Blood on his actual arm. I bled on the guitarist's girlfriend's shoe.
Oh, no.
He was okay with it. I bled on the MC's back of his Britney Spears shirt. He thought it was awesome. I go to the bathroom. There's one bathroom, giant line to clean up. Shit. So I go to the bartender, get napkins, apply pressure. Only Boy Scout stuff I know. I get a handful of hand sanitizer, rub it on there, burns like crazy. 2 Band-Aids. I go outside. I'm start filming some stuff, hanging out. 20 minutes later, start bleeding like crazy. My friends are like, "Oh yeah, it's not that bad," and they're making this face like, "Oh my god." So I go to CVS, I bandage up. My friend's filming this the whole time. I'll post that later. But I'm going to the ER, and people keep stopping me. Macho Man, well, guys, can I get a picture? And I'm like bleeding, and I'm like, dude, make it quick, right? After a while, I'm just ignoring the Macho Man cat calls from taxis and random people. I'm like, I got to get to the hospital. Yeah, I check into the ER, full Macho Man gear. I'm dressed as Macho Man. My biggest concern was that I got blood on my pants, and I'm like, my wife is gonna kill me. This is like the worst of getting injured. The ER doctor gave me tips. I got rid of it right away. Ended up having to get 2 stitches. I got an X-ray. Fine. Hurt so much the next day though, after the adrenaline wore off, that I'm all right. I'm shaving my beard off, so I don't have to do any Macho Man stuff, so I can heal up. Like 3 days later, it felt fine. And my wife paints on a beard for some videos I had to make, and here it is. It's coming back finally. Yeah, slowly but surely. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
No one can tell just from Angel, not in every place. Yeah. Your endorsement. Yeah. So, yeah, no more elbow drops in concrete. Subway Mania ended up being much safer than what I did, but it had to happen. It looked cool.
Man, yeah, that's a rough go for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Oh, yeah.
You do it. We do it for the gimmick for sure.
Gotta live in the gimmick. So when I go to events, man, I try to break character, but I always do eventually a little bit. But the first 5 things I went to, I was like just straight up Macho.
So what's your first pro wrestling memory?
first pro wrestling memory. I believe it was Nails breaking out of prison to beat up the big boss man.
Wow.
I was so scared that he would come to my house and kill me. I remember looking at WWF magazine, and they had a whole layout and spread of all of the big boss man's injuries, all these black and blues, these welts. That and Papa Shango making the Warrior like throw up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I lived in Poughkeepsie where they had Mid-Hudson Civic Center Monday Night Raw multiple times a year. Never bothered to ask my parents. Didn't know why. Years later, got back into it. WrestleMania with Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. Was a fan ever since. Started going to ECW, front row in Poughkeepsie every 3 months. We had a backyard fed. We all wanted to be wrestlers until ECW folded. Then I kind of moved on, went to school. Went to Johnny Rod's wrestling school for a few months in between there. Yeah. So I've been around the block. I trained with Matt Stryker, Kevin Matthews, Eric Adams, not the New York City mayor, the one in Georgia. Yeah, Tim Arson, Damian Dragon. Yeah, a bunch of dudes. It was a humbling experience for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then the first wrestling event I went to, sorry, I talk a lot.
No,
For my personality, yeah. Was SummerSlam '98.
Oh wow, that's a big one.
Remember the main event for that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who wrestled? Yeah.
Stone Cold versus Taker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then it was Rumble 2000 was after that, and
that was Cactus.
The best one, yeah, Cactus Jack Triple H, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do the pedigree again with thumbtacks. Yeah. Best one I've ever been to though, ECW One Night Stand 05.
Oh wow! So I do podcasts with. Oh, they were there. I think the next year, but I also do some work with the Turnbuckle Tavern guys, and they're from West Virginia, but they lived in New York for a couple years. I think they were either that one or 06. No, I think it was 06. One Night Stand 06. Yeah, because that was the one with Cena and RVD. But
East Retro also, right? Yeah. He's part of that.
Oh, what's that? I'm sorry.
I think Ace Retro was one of those guys. Too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ace is with us as well too, and he's from New York. Yeah. Oh yeah, great guy. Does some ring announcing and does a lot of good work for the Tavern. So for sure. So Macho. Okay, what favorite? I think you kind of mentioned already, but your favorite era of Macho's WCW match?
Yeah, because I lived through it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
right.
I was a fan during that. Yeah, and if I was watching religiously when I was like 7 or 8, I'm sure it would have been WWF. But yeah, WCW Macho Man for sure. Yeah, beginning years with the madness stuff against DDP, all the NWO stuff, even the red glitter, man. Just his promos were amazing. Like the shit he said was just you can't even think of it. Even when I improvise, I can't think of coming up with stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't get more of them in the WWF. In fact, that's why I think that era where he was quote unquote retired, kind of off and on being right. That's definitely the worst era of Macho, hands down. Even though you got more of the elaborate costumes and things like that.
Yeah, he in WCW at one point though, after NWO, man, the costumes just were not elaborate anymore. I don't know if he dropped Michael Braun or what.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but I do like the What Up Mach era.
Yes,
I think it's very underrated.
I got to meet him right around that era.
Oh wow!
My parents, we went to Vegas. We saw WCW Nitro in '99 of April, and at the very end of the show, Macho Man's voice comes on to advertise the pay-per-view four-way main event, and he goes, "Yeah, and I'm gonna referee it." So I got to see him check into the hotel the night before. And I have a picture with him. I mean, people are like, what do you say? I'm like, he don't be bothered. He's just like a guy who's hired to check in a hotel. So the one time, and I just found a T-shirt that was signed by him from that time. So my wife put it in a frame. We're gonna put it on the wall. It's she accepts it. May not like it, but accept it. Yeah, it's all Macho Man stuff. My whole apartment is like skulls and Macho Man. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
I was in Austin, Texas one time for a bachelor party. I had those Roosevelt shirts. I'm not sure if you're familiar with. They're kind of like button-up shirts with short sleeves, and it was a Macho themed shirt. And somebody was like, "Oh man, that's a cool shirt." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, let me tell you a story. My mom used to be a flight attendant, and she would when she would see Macho coming in and out all the time, and she would stop him like, hey." Well, she stopped him one time and said, "Hey, my son's a big fan." So he said, "Well, next time I'm coming through here, make sure you bring him here." And then every single time he was coming through there, he would call her like, "Hey, coming through there, you know, bring your son." And so he says he's got tons of pictures and you know, all of, you know, autograph stuff from Macho. I was like, man, that's unbelievable.
Well, man, freak out. That is amazing.
So
some of these guys' collections are crazy. Like Remarkable Wrestling, Kano Capuccia showed me pictures of like his Macho shrines. Like some of the people's collections are insane.
Yeah, and I feel like Macho's kind of like almost becoming like a Paul Bunyan like character. Like
he is. Like I'll walk around as Macho, and I have police come up to me, security guards, crackheads. Like there's those guys in Times Square that like very controversial. They say a lot of racist stuff to everybody. The 12 tribes of Israel or whatever. I don't get too controversial, but one day I have sunglasses on. I'm coming back from Times Square, and these guys start having a promo battle with me, pretending they're Hogan, and I'm like going back and forth. And I'm like, yeah. And I look at their pants; they're in camouflage pants. So I'm like, oh yeah, look at you looking like the Dudley Boys. I look up and they're wearing this crown, and I'm like, wow. Those guys hate everybody, and they even love the Macho Man. And since then, I've had Macho Man's limo driver reach out to me on Instagram.
Oh, that's amazing.
I praise from him. Yeah, he's got a bunch of stories. And even most recently, Miss Elizabeth's younger cousin, this guy Brandon, bunch of stories, showed me a bunch of pictures of him hanging out when he was a kid with Macho Man. So it's really beautiful, the connection.
That's great.
Coming out the woodwork. Yeah, just to
that's
say
amazing.
Praise, yeah.
I asked this. Did you watch the 80 documentary?
Yes. I share the same sentiment that most critics have had, that it was
not good.
It was not good. It was made to be scandalous.
Right.
Yeah. They didn't look at him in a flattering light like everyone else in those stuff.
Yeah, it was. It really made me upset. So it actually ended up accidentally spawning a second podcast out of the whole situation. That's why I was just kind of wanted to get your point of view as a big Macho fan.
Boiling point, yeah.
Oh man, did it ever?
The lust in his eyes,
all the lust. Yeah, they made it sound like he was like this wife beater, like crazy, you know. Yeah, and people telling stories about him that shouldn't be telling stories about him.
Yeah,
you know. I'm not trying to burn any bridges, but yeah, it didn't. No, it didn't
right. No.
Meanwhile, Kurt Angle's is like beautiful. Like some of those other documentaries are great.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, I know.
Yeah. So, favorite. Actually, I guess we kind of already talked about that. But so you watch a lot of current day product?
Yes.
What's kind of your main
AEW mostly? I watch every pay-per-view, so every AEW WWF pay-per-view I watch. WWE I mostly watch on YouTube, like clips of it. But AEW I usually can't miss.
Well, we got well, as of this recording, all in has already happened. But
yeah, it was crazy. I can't believe that Goldberg came out. Yeah, it's Spirit MJF. Yeah,
but
I'm gonna do myself.
Give some quick predictions for us about all in. I mean, anything that you're
all right. Someone's gonna, all right. Main event. Someone's turning, man. All right, they're not. Here's what I think. Yeah, I don't think MJF and Adam Cole are going to win the Ring of Honor tag titles, and that's going to cause a little bit of turmoil. I think Cole might get pinned perhaps, and then some sort of turn is going to happen in the main event. I hope it doesn't, but it needs to happen, I think. Yeah. What else we got? Young Bucks are probably going to win.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, now especially for that DUI, unfortunately. What else we got? Who's Punk wrestling?
Samoa Joe.
Oh yeah.
For the real world champion.
That's a cool idea. I like that.
Yeah. Like very much like Flair. I'm sure that's where the inspiration came from. So it's good stuff. Have you been the booking on here? I kind of feel like has been a little wonky.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I like
very rushed.
Collision a lot.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Collision is very solid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dynamite I didn't miss for like 3.5 years, and then it got to a point where I took like a month off because there were too many wrestlers and not enough storylines for me.
Yeah.
I love it. I still support it. I got the video game, which I hope they update soon. I almost asked Aubrey Edwards at the convention this week about it, but she probably gets that a lot.
Yeah, about updates.
Are they going to update this game or what? Yeah, like how about a tornado tag match or a cage match? Yeah, how about being able to turn disqualifications off or win by TKO? How about that? Yeah.
Win by the elbow drop only. Yeah.
The elbow that's
that's a little wonky.
Yeah, a little wonky. Oh yeah.
Oh man, well,
it's fun to talk about, man. Everybody, I met various wrestlers at at wrestling shows, like Eddie Kingston, and half the time, man, they get in the picture and they start talking like Macho Man also. So I'm saying with Eddie Kingston,
That's
he's like,
hilarious.
yeah, well, what are we doing? And I'm like, yeah, let's do this. He's like, okay, yeah. It's contagious. Yeah, Macho Madness is so contagious. It's the only disease that can end hope, which is a deadly infection.
Yeah. Well, we all know that Macho is greater than the Hulk. So
yeah,
without a doubt,
greater than, not equal to. Yeah. One of these days, he's gonna run up on me, and I'll be like, hey, Hulk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start showing up at law firms called Hogan Law Firm and Hogan Cafe, looking for the Hulkster. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into our match. And,
let's get into it.
You brought a match that I didn't even know even existed this week, and I need to pull it up right here for you.
This was a unicorn up until 2 weeks ago. Apparently, I've been looking for this, man. On Reddit, people posted it to YouTube. I saw a picture of it. Here it is. Randy Savage versus Jushin Thunder Liger. New Japan.
Amazing.
96.
So this was
Haven't seen it yet. I couldn't find it until it got posted. I mentioned it to you, and you found it. 2 weeks ago, man, it was nowhere. Not even New Japan World. So this is an amazing world premiere that I can't wait to watch.
Yeah, this happened on July 17th, 1996, and I'm trying to look and see when Bash at the Beach was. Bash at the Beach was right around then. Let's see, Bash at the Beach.
Oh, the big one, the NWO one?
Yeah. So I'm trying to see.
The NWO was built on the Macho Man's back. Yeah.
July 7th. So this is 10 days after Bash at the Beach.
Wow.
96.
I'm surprised he can still move his neck. Yeah. Wow, man. 10 days after. That's
that's pretty interesting. So the NWO is not in full force here at all. You know, I mean, we got the third man, of course, but
whose side is he on?
Yeah, whose side is he on? Indeed. Let's see. So let me real quick. I'm gonna put a link to the match in the description if you're just listening. It's
hot. Oh yeah.
For a shout out to the guy, the subscriber, and I'm doing something I've never done before. We're gonna watch the match together because it's on YouTube. But shout out to the guy Fabrice Tierbrood is the guy's name.
Oh yeah, Fabrice. They don't like to call him Fabrice.
Still like mountain rain. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he smells good. Yeah, but don't be calling him that. Yeah.
So, I kind of skimmed through this to make sure that this was actually the full match, and we weren't going to get some BS in the middle. But as you can see, right here, we're good to go.
Yeah, it's short, 10 minutes. I was wondering that too. All right.
Yeah, 10 minutes long. Randy Savage versus Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yeah, muy sé. Yeah.
So let's see. Let me actually back it up to 0.
Oh, I love that gear, man.
There we go. Yeah, and this is the what we're looking at right now. It's a little fuzzy, but it's
it's 240, I think. The kilobytes, whatever it means.
Yeah.
HD it is,
Yeah, there's no HD here, brother.
That's all right, yeah.
So Machoverse, give me a countdown, and we'll get this thing kicked off.
Oh yeah, 3, 2, yeah, 1, yeah, better than the best. Let's do it. Dig it, yeah.
ジュニアヘビーの枠をまた一つ超えるのか。ジュシンサンダーライガーであります。30分一本勝負で行われます。
Present Macho.
Is that allowed?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it here real quick.
Yeah, checking it for Slim Jim. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go ahead and turn the volume off here.
Yep.
Mute it.
Yeah.
Getting the crowd in already.
He's doing it too. Okay.
Liger's getting in on it.
Liger's awesome.
This is gonna be interesting.
It is
kind of a mix of styles here, but
in the second, it was this or Shawn Michaels against Macho.
Right.
I haven't watched it either, but this is the one I've been looking for.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one too. Shawn Michaels is also one of my favorites of all time. So, although you know what, recently I'm starting to become more and more of a Brett fan because he's putting Macho way over.
Oh yeah. You never hear Shawn Michaels. Oh, there we go. Okay.
We're doing some chain wrestling right here.
Great. Yeah. You think Macho's playing heel here? rolling out. Oh no, he's not.
I don't think so. I think it's just like I feel like it's like an exhibition style match here. So Macho's still babyface. It looks like he's in great shape too right here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little snug elbow tie up. Got a nice
heart pattern he's got, right? I think so.
Yeah. It's like I said, a little fuzzy, but definitely check it out.
There's a guy in our Macho Man group who wore this cosplay at DragonCon. A guy named Good Job Cop. Amazing maker. Yeah, he nailed it.
I don't know how much you follow in the figure world, but they're going to be making a bone cruncher of that style, of this gear right here. Actually,
which style is bone cruncher again?
Well, that's Jax, the old Jax.
That's classic Liger move. Okay, yeah, the old Jax ones. Okay, moving the joints.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with the joints crack.
Right. Yes, so, those are great.
Yeah.
With the Hogan pose.
The Hogan pose. Wow. Liger getting some heat there.
Liger's immortal, man. Oh, okay. Fake out. We got to see him against Tyler Breeze at Takeover.
Oh, that was a great match. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Macho. He's kind of being heelish, but I mean that's Whenever he was a babyface, he would still. Yeah, he would still play that heel roll a little bit, doing the powder out.
Saying in Japanese,
Yeah, I'm a little Gaijin here.
I'm here for the Kaiju Big Battle. Yeah. I was first introduced to Liger by playing the N64 game. Yeah, virtual.
Oh yeah. I remember Liger as a kid. Early WCW, just thinking, wow, that guy looks crazy.
Yeah, those horns, everything, awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, Liger's
on the knees,
the boots, working the knee.
Because if he works on the knees, the Macho Man has trouble going up. That's bloody, yeah. Okay.
Oh, we got a little deathlock action here.
Work on that knee, man. That's how you tell a story. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Let me beg for it.
Oh yeah, we got a full-on deathlock here.
What is this? What kind of deathlock is that?
It's a Liger deathlock, I guess.
Yeah. Also, side note, I was gonna say, doing this helps me get in shape and in better shape.
No, yeah,
man. I gotta fit into these clothes. Yeah. This guy is a beast.
Macho is, trying to grab the ropes as much as he can.
Yep. Oh, yes. Sorry, people can't see it.
Well, no, if they're on YouTube, they can see it. So,
he's what's that? Rear naked choke?
like a guillotine, actually.
Guillotine, yeah.
Deathlock and with a guillotine. Liger's just showing no mercy here.
The Robespierre of New Japan. Oh
yeah. Macho's looking like Peter Parker, and Liger's looking like
whoa, into the cameraman. Okay.
Whoa.
And out of the ring. Okay, here comes Macho slamming his head. Oh yeah, slamming his head. Yeah, like that. Oh. See, he was wearing pink way before the Barbie movie. It was cool back then. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely cool.
Macho Man and Cameron. Yeah.
That's a good one.
NWO rap.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Be a man, Hulk.
Now, Liger. Is he muscle or what? What is Liger? It's hard to tell, right? He's just
I think he's kind of working. They're both it's just a blood feud kind of thing, blood match.
Yeah,
trying to best the other one. Really, Liger feels like he's kind of working heel here.
Yeah. There we go. Macho in the corner. Yeah, a lot of ring psychology. If you're listening, they're working on each other's knees quite a bit. Yeah.
We're gonna see that dastardly.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm justifiably in a position I'd rather not be in. In the WrestleMania seat you don't want. Yeah. Obstructed view. Yeah. Unflattering information. Dragging him in the middle. Okay. Classic wrestling game move.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, got the. It's like a. It's a heel. What do you call it?
That's a figure four, no?
Oh, now it's figure four. Yeah. It's figure four.
It's interesting that they're doing all of this when it's only a 10-minute match.
Yeah, a lot of submissions in a 10-minute match. Not a lot of battle game, but
you got to keep simple, old school.
Yeah, and I wonder if I don't know much about New Japan.
Yeah,
like history too much. I mean, I know about the recent history, but especially like around this time, I don't know if this was the type of psychology they had with the submissions, But Liger's more of a high flyer. It is weird.
Yeah,
this is kind of weird. We can see the ground game.
Here we go. Now he's going to the top.
Yeah, and it might be more of trying to meet Macho style too.
Yeah,
frog splash. Wow.
His finisher is the Liger bomb, right?
Yes.
That's right. Oh yeah. I just love these matches. How smaller moves like strikes, the crowd goes wild. Everything's worth.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the least you can do, the better. Really. Right. I mean,
there's a 6-man tag elimination on MSG you could find on Daily Motion now. I think not YouTube. It's Macho. Macho's in it. Steamboat, Harley Race. Oh yeah, X Handle. Yeah, Junkyard Dog, Piper. It's crazy, but like punches, an elbow to the face, man. People go nuts over it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, top of the rope. Yeah, top of the world. Oh, okay.
Oh,
he moved.
Move. Liger moves.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Uh-oh. I don't know, man. I have no idea who's going to win. Oh, set up for the Liger bomb.
Yeah, Liger bomb.
Ooh.
Did look like Macho got a whole up on that one.
Falling power bomb. I don't know, man. This is a mystery. Who's going to win? Yeah, I don't know. Nancy Drew. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's Liger bomb. I don't know, man. 1, 2. Oh, a kick out.
Like how the ref's wearing a sweater vest too.
Same time, yes. Red sweater vest. Yeah, he's going to a banquet. Give me my 9 iron, caddy. He's just the caddy of Thunder. All right, Fisherman suplex. Oh, Fisherman Buster. Okay. Perfect friend, Kurt Hennig. Yeah. Oh man.
I'm gonna let you commentate.
Oh, he's confused. Yeah, Liger doesn't know how the madness is kicking out. Yeah, they checked him for Slim Jims. They didn't check his fanny pack that he wears around his heart. Yeah. Picking him up for a wedgie. I don't think so. German
elbow.
Elbow is deadly. Elbow him out of it. Oh, okay. Macho's on his back again. 1, 2. Nope, kicking out. Yeah, madness lives on. Jushin Liger's very frustrated. Yeah, making gang symbols with his hand. Pointing a gun. The ropes. Boom. Oh, nice duck, Macho. Very agile.
Ooh, stiff clothesline.
Not a falling clothesline either. You'd think it was going to be that. Here we go. Top of the rope.
Oh.
Going all the way up. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Plants elbow. 1,
2,
3. That's it.
Oh, he barely kicked out too. Those
he did a Hogan Warrior situation.
Yeah, that was like Hogan with Sting, right?
Yeah. Kicking out 3.5.
And Macho grabs his knee. Ring psychology right there. It tells a story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's the best.
Battle, but I don't know if I won the war. Yeah, back to the States.
That was an interesting match. Liger
was.
I think Liger was basically working heel.
Yeah, I think he was too, and that's rare that you see the Gaijin, be babyface, but it's Macho.
Right? Yeah, it's Macho, man. That's
loved by police and Times Square,
and the Japanese, so they love him too. So, Macho gonna take care of him.
Oh, is he gonna pile drive him?
Little sportsmanship here, maybe.
Yeah. I think so.
Oh man!
Hug it out. All right. Yeah.
Hug it out. Hug it out.
Yeah. Are you with the NWO or are you with me? Yeah, because at the time, pretty soon, some of his guys are going to join the NWO.
Well, yeah, because I think it's like
Chono.
Yeah, Chono joins.
Scott Norton, he's Japanese.
Right. Yeah.
Saw him this weekend.
Yeah.
He said he was one of the cool ones that would talk to you without having to pay him money, which is cool. I understand it's a hustle, but I said, yeah. I liked that Dark Side of the Ring episode you were on North Korea. What a crazy story. And he said, you don't even know the half of it. That's not even the whole story. There was a part with Ric Flair, but he wasn't on the show, so we didn't get to tell that part of the story. Wonder what that was, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes those conventions are weird, because it's like you can't talk.
Yeah.
I feel like they're strippers or something.
Right. Yeah. And I think exactly. And I feel weird. Because I know at Comic-Con, I walked up to Enzo, and I was like, oh, and I cut a promo as, like, Macho Lebowski. And he was like, what's this guy doing? This guy's trying to get $3.99. You got to pay for this. And then I cut the camera. Some are cool with it. Some also pay me. There's a lot of Attitude Era guys. I'm not going to name all names. But, yeah, they were like, I walked by and like, oh, yeah. And they just, like, stared at me. And I'm like, all right, man.
My bad. Sorry.
The coolest. RVD, super cool.
Nice.
One of my top 5, Mount Rushmore. DDP, top 5 as well.
DDP.
Macho Man, DDP, Jericho, RVD, and The Rock. I'll never meet The Rock, probably. Yeah, Alicia Fox, really nice. Complimented me on my gear and stuff. Kip Sabian, super cool. Thunder Rosa, awesome. Jay Lethal, amazing, man. What a humble, down-to-earth dude.
Yeah.
Excited to see other Macho Man.
Jay's great. I met him a couple times.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I've never met him as Black Machismo. He just says Jay Lethal, so he's pretty great. He spends a lot of time with fans, and he's pretty great dude. And I know people that know him personally too. He's a great dude.
I'm gonna drop a video in a couple of days. But yeah, him, I, and the other Macho Man Keith, who has no social media. I don't know how, but that guy's amazing. But the whole time it's back and forth. Us going, yeah, and Jay would go, is that right? Oh, you don't say, is that right? So since then, my wife says something to me, and I'm like, is that right? I can't stop saying, is that right? It's like an inside joke. I'm quoting, I think you should leave. I don't know if you've seen that. Definitely, okay, because like other people don't know if you're saying it. Yeah. You don't say. But yeah, Jason Town. Eric Bischoff was awesome too, man. That's the highest praise I got. Also heard from the Sheik's manager.
Oh wow.
Paige. Yeah, it was like his nephew, man. So it's high praise. It feels good, man. It feels weird. Because I'm just some dude and my impression's okay, but I'm working hard, man. You know.
Yeah, you do it. You do it. You're great. Your content's great. So speaking of your content, tell everybody where they can find everything at.
Definitely. So my page is called the Machoverse. It's all platforms. It's like the multiverse, but the Machoverse. Yeah. You might have seen the one video. I have one viral video. It's 1.7 million people views right now. It's me and all other Macho Men at different events, and people are convinced that there is a Macho Con or a Macho Fest, and that is now a life goal of mine to make that happen.
Oh, if that happens, I'm there, brother.
Yes, I think I could get Lethal to support that. I got a ton of Macho Men. I also want to do a Brady Bunch video with all the different squares, with all the Macho Men in my group chat, and someone as Mean Gene as Alice.
Yeah.
Also find me on TikTok. Instagram is the biggest platform for me. The Machoverse. I'm on YouTube, but I'm on Twitter, blah blah blah, MySpace, Facebook, all that.
Yeah. It's so Instagram, and I'm gonna put on
Instagram, the Machoverse. Check me out, dude. I got lots of stuff coming to the pipeline. Always thinking of new ideas, man. I meditate. It comes to me. I got to stop. I got to write stuff down. A lot of it's natural. A lot of it's improvised, but I like to plan it out. I overthink. Yeah. I got OCD. One cool dude. Yeah. Yeah. And shout out to all the wrestling cosplayers, man. Yeah. We're all going out to 90s Wrestling Con next month in New Jersey. A lot of people dressing up. We even got a Trish Stratus. And one last shout out. I'm going to be the voice in a video game for a character called The Champion, who's based on Macho Man. It's called Nostalgia Fighters. We're dropping a Kickstarter next month. Shout out to other Ron Simmons. Damn. So I'm excited to do that. I'm going to start promoting that pretty soon.
Send me the link to that, and I'll put that in the description too.
I will. I dig it. Yeah.
So, all right, man. Well,
John Stir, thanks for having me.
No problem, brother. Thanks for hopping on.
I'm not banned for eating too many Slim Jims. I'm vegetarian. I don't eat those anyway. No Slim Jims.
I don't think they're meat, so it's okay.
Freak out. Nobody freak out.
Freak out.
Thanks, brother.
May the madness be with you. Oh, yeah.
Boom. All right. Stay tuned for the finish. A little word from the Pod Foundation. Peace.
And Hulkamania. Yeah.